you remember when everyone used to say you'd go far? Wow, you were so brilliant, you got top grades, constant praise from teachers, and it felt like your future was guaranteed just because you learned faster than most. Everything seemed to point to inevitable success for you, but somewhere along the way, something changed, didn't it? Now, many mornings, you wake up feeling lost, like all that talent and potential has somehow vanished. What happened? Today I want to talk about why so many of us who grew up as the smart ones end up feeling adrift in adulthood, and how we can find our way back. It's amazing how life can take unexpected turns. As kids, we thought adults knew exactly what they were doing. Now we know that's not entirely true. Many of us are navigating blindly, without a clear map. For those of us who grew up being the smart kid, this feeling of being lost can be even heavier. Being labeled as the smart one might have been the start of our biggest challenge. From a young age, we were praised for our natural ability, but we were rarely taught to value effort, consistency, or resilience. We grew up believing our worth was tied to always having the right answer. In school, success was clear. Study, answer correctly, get good grades. It was like swimming in a perfectly measured pool, but adult life feels like being thrown into the ocean during a storm. Suddenly, the rules change. There's no manual for how to be happy, build strong relationships, or find your purpose. Many of us never fully learned how to handle frustration or failure. We became experts at finding instant answers and quick solutions. And when we hit a problem we can't solve right away, our whole identity starts to shake. We ask ourselves, if I'm not the smart one who solves everything, then who am I? And that same intelligence that made us stand out as kids can, ironically, become a stumbling block in adult life. A sharp mind tends to overanalyze everything. We're searching for the perfect answer to existential questions. And the more intelligent we are, the more options we seem to have. And the more afraid we are of choosing the wrong one. The freedom to be anything can become a trap that paralyzes us. This is a real phenomenon studied in psychology. Too many options can cause more anxiety than happiness. And when we finally admit we feel lost, people look at us surprised. But you were always so smart. How can you be struggling? As if intelligence were some magical armor protecting us from life's real challenges. So, what can we do about this feeling? Here's what matters. First, normalize feeling lost. It doesn't mean you failed. It's natural in a complex world, especially for those of us raised in systems that often confused academic achievement with preparation for real life. Second, redefine what it means to be smart. True intelligence isn't just about having the right answers. It's about curiosity, adaptability, empathy, and the courage to explore uncertain paths. It's about recognizing when you don't know something and having the bravery to learn. Third, embrace the discomfort of uncertainty, because that's where true growth happens. The biggest breakthroughs in your life will come when you're completely lost, but keep moving forward anyway. Use your analytical mind not just to find the right answer, but to explore new perspectives, to try things, and to dare to fail and learn from it. People who truly find their path aren't the ones following a perfect plan. They're the ones taking small, consistent steps toward what sparks their curiosity. They notice what energizes them and what drains them. They understand that the journey isn't a straight line. It's a continuous process of exploration and discovery. You are not behind in life. There's no universal timeline or age by which you're supposed to have it all figured out. Feeling lost isn't a flaw in the system. It's an essential part of finding something genuinely yours. That curious, creative, brilliant child you used to be hasn't disappeared. They're still there, with all their capacity for wonder and learning. But now, you have the chance to learn and explore for the joy of growing, not just to impress others. And that's the most powerful way to use your intelligence. So the next time you think, I should know what I'm doing, pause, take a deep breath, and tell yourself, I'm exactly where I need to be, exploring and growing. Because being lost isn't a detour. Sometimes it's the path itself. Maybe real intelligence isn't about having all the answers, but about having the courage and humility to ask the right questions and live them. Don't let the myth of perfection steal your potential. Real success isn't knowing it all, it's daring to discover it. And today, you have permission to be lost, as long as you keep moving forward.